After the list of contesting this validly nominated candidates has been prepared, you have scrutinized the nominations, you have accepted some nominations, you have rejected some nominations, and then the third stage of this process, namely the withdrawal of candidatures, comes. Any person whose nomination has been accepted by you and whose name is included in the list of validly nominated candidates, he has an option to withdraw. He may not like to contest, maybe for any reasons. So he has the option to withdraw, and if he wants to withdraw, he has to give the intimation to the returning officer. In such case of withdrawal, this withdrawal can be made only by the candidate himself. Supposing some proposers have proposed the nomination, they cannot say, no, we don't want to propose you, no, so we are withdrawing your nomination. They have no right. So only the candidate can withdraw, and for that he has to he has to follow certain prescribed requirements. Firstly, he has to give a notice to the returning officer in a prescribed form which is known as Form 5. In that form he says, I am hereby withdrawing my candidature. Here you have to see, he is not withdrawing his nomination paper, he is withdrawing his candidature itself. Because he has become a validly nominated candidate, he says, I don't want to contest. So he is withdrawing his candidature. That form has to be given by him. And then that form has to be given by him. Either, if he wants, he can even give immediately after the scrutiny is over. He can say, okay, I am not contesting, you take my list. But in that case, you first will include his name in the list of contesting candidates, then only you will take the Form 5. Then on the next day also he can give at any time, and for that there is no time limit prescribed that it should be between 11 and 3 p.m. So if your normal working hours are say from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. any time he can come and they give you his withdrawal notice. During this period the Form 5 must reach you. But how that Form 5 should reach you? For that also there is a prescribed restriction. Either the candidate himself should come and give you that Form 5. Then in that case you will accept. Or the second contingency is that the candidate himself is not coming, but he can send it through either his election agent. I told you who is the election agent who has been appointed by him in Form 8. He can come with that particular notice of withdrawal, or any of his proposers can also come with that notice of withdrawal. But that notice has to be signed by the candidate himself, not that by the election agent. And in such case, merely presentation of Form 5 alone is not sufficient by the proposer or his election. That man also must carry another letter also from the candidate authorizing that man, saying, yes, I hereby authorize particular this gentleman who is my election agent or my proposer to give you my notice of withdrawal. So in that case, two papers will be required, Form 5 plus a written authorization from the candidate that I am authorizing, and only that man can come. He authorizes say one proposer X and the proposer Y comes, that you will not accept. So you have to see whether who has presented, and if you are satisfied that this has been validly presented, then at the end of the day you will give that these are the persons who have withdrawn their candidature today. One thing more about this notice I would like to add, notice of withdrawal. Once he has given the Form 5, then he cannot withdraw it again, saying, oh sorry, I gave this Form 5 tomorrow, yesterday I had given you this notice of withdrawal, but now I have decided I will contest. No, he can't do that. Once he has given you the notice of withdrawal, he can't take it back, it's irrevocable. Other things I have explained, only thing is previously in the earlier stages, I just want to add, in the earlier stages, in the first election, there was a provision for retirement. After the last date for withdrawal is over, then somebody will say, I am not interested, then he will give you a notice, I am withdrawing. I am retiring from the contest. So now there is no provision. So once that time for withdrawal is over, for all practical purposes, he is a contesting candidate. Whether he wants to contest or not, that's his, he may not. He may be just now propagating for somebody else. But for our purpose, he is the contesting candidate.